Alright, tonight we got the Skyline Spartans that are ranked number 4 in state, whereas we have the Lake Stevens Vikings are ranked number 2 in state, going head-to-head in the Washington State 4A semifinals. Lake Stevens comes in being led by Jacob Eason, quarterback committed to Georgia, who completed this season up to this point, throwing for almost 3,200 yards, 42 touchdowns, and only 5 interceptions, whereas the Spartans are led by their quality quarterback, which is led by Blake Gregory, who this season threw for over 3,200 yards and was only picked off twice with 27 touchdowns. With both coming in with quality quarterbacks, they're also led by quality running backs. Skyline's led by Rashad Body, who rushed for over 1,600 yards and 28 touchdowns, whereas Andrew Grimes, who's a senior at Lake Stevens, comes in with 1,600 yards also with 14 touchdowns. Both offenses are led through their quarterbacks who are able to sling the ball around to several different receivers throughout the receiving corps. Whereas Lake Stevens, he has about 5 different receivers that he has connected with, whereas but Skyline's quarterback has about 4. And with his favorite receiver being Danny Sinatra, who almost caught passes for 1,000 yards this year with 14 touchdowns. Whereas Lake Stevens quarterback Eason has a core of receivers that he spread the ball around to. His favorite 2 being Riley Kranz, who had 935 yards, and Jacob Ekstrom, who had also over 900 yards. With these 2 quarterbacks, with the quality arms they have, being committed to different D1 schools, puts them in an upper echelon of quarterbacks in the state of Washington. Tonight's going to come down to whose defense can hold up the longest. Both can sling the ball around. Both can throw the ball. Both backs are quality backs out of the backfield. Both teams like to run screens that are committed to their running backs. Tonight's going to be determined. The winner of this game is going to be determined who wants it the most, who's willing to fight, and when it comes down to who can run the ball. If you can run the ball, it establishes your run game, and it makes those backers commit to the run, whereas it leaves the middle of the field open. So I leave this this report comes down to who wants it the most. So back to you, Tracy.